Okay, so today we're going on the Italian route. We're going to be making a pizza. So what we're going to need is we're going to need 250 grams of pizza mix, 7 grams of yeast. We've got a teaspoon of sugar. We've got about 5 grams of basil and about 5 grams of parsley. We're going to make like a barbecue base, so that's what we're doing. So you need some barbecue sauce. I think I won't be excited with the barbecue sauce, but we've got it. Mushrooms, slice them up. They're chestnut mushrooms. You're looking about 8 mushrooms altogether, so just chop them up. We need some flour, salt and pepper, and some mozzarella. I'm using the dried, not the dried mozzarella, but the grated mozzarella. I find it a lot easier sometimes, and you don't get so much of the watery out of the mozzarella when you're making pizza. Okay, so I've got some bacon strips and I've got some lemon chicken herbs. Now you can swap these for anything really, or if you're vegetarian or you're vegan, just swap it for what you would like on that. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to pop these back in the fridge along with this. Shove them in there. Okay, so the first thing we're going to need to do is we're just going to go over this side to where my kettle is. So we need the sugar and the yeast. And we're going to grab ourselves, if I can find it, jug. Okay, so you need some warm water. Feels warm enough. Okay, so pop sugar in. And you need about 100 mils of warm water. So just feel it, that's fine. Okay, and give it a bit of a stir. And then put your yeast on the top. This is a new little thing and I can never get it open. Would help if I actually got the right size, but never mind. Okay, so pop your yeast over the top. Give a little bit of a stir. Okay, and leave this for 5 to 10 minutes. It needs to activate, so see you in a bit. Bye. Okay, so you'll know when your yeast is ready, because you'll see it's gone lovely and like foamy, so it's all like that. So what we're going to need as well is we're going to need 175 grams of water, warm water again. So what I'm going to do is just going to do it. Now the good thing to remember is if you haven't got a measuring thing, it's very simple, just grams is apparently just as much. So there we go, that's about 75. So it's just as much as mils. So if you ever have any problems of measuring like 75, just go by that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to add in our yeast to our bowl. I love the smell of yeast, it's so nice. And give it a mix. It'll start coming together. Okay, so now we want to add a bit of the water in. So I would add a little bit at a time, just so that you can see basically where your dough's going. Okay, so put a little bit more in. Bit of my dough. I think that's quite sticky, so I probably don't need any more water, to be honest. Okay, so just make sure you get everything out. So I'm going to pop that over there and that over there, and we're going to get some flour. So dust an area. Okay. Okay, and you want to bring your dough out. Now it will be sticky, so don't worry. Let's bring it out to there. So I've just put all that in there for the moment. Okay, so it will be sticky, so don't worry. If it does need more, just put some more on. It's fine. I mean, it could be that a little bit of water was not needed as much, but that's all right. Okay, now it says not to knead it, but I quite like to knead my dough a little bit, so just gives it a little bit of a helping hand with it. Okay, just a little bit more down. Now you can see in the way that I'm just kind of like doing it, this is kind of how bakers do it. So you're basically leveling it so it's coming back on itself. So forwards and back. This is kind of what we do with the pasta as well. So forwards and back. Okay, so I'm going to do this for a little while longer and then we're going to come back. Alright, so I'll see you in a bit, my coquettes. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to try and push our pizza out a little bit. Okay, you can do your pizza whatever way you want. Square, round. Don't worry if it gets too thin. Bring it back and it will knock. So, what I am going to do is just get my rolling pin out. To me, I think it's nice to have your pizza like whatever shape you want. So mine's ripped a bit, so don't worry. What we'll do is we'll roll it back up into a ball. We'll do it this way. See, like I said, to me, it doesn't matter what shape my pizza is, to be honest, as long as it's tasty. So, I'm going to try and bring these bits together. And then with your hand, just give it a bit of a crust. so pop it into the hot pan. Just leave it for a couple of minutes. I mean, what you could do if you wanted to is you could put a plate on top of it as well, but I don't really trust that. Okay, so push as much as you can. Now. Okay, so we'll come back in a couple of minutes and hopefully this would have got puffed up a little bit. Alright, see you in a bit, my coquettes. Okay, so I've just gotten it out of the pan. If you look underneath, if I can get it up without breaking it, it's got a lovely colour like it does when it was in the fire pit in Italy. Oh, it's beautiful. Okay, so it's all puffed up as well. Well, puffed up as it's going to get. So what I did is I was trying to shake it out the pan. Please use a non-stick pan, it will get stuck and then you'll never get it out. But because it's quite a low base, I had to use some spatulas. So be careful when you're doing that, if you do that. Okay, oh, I know what else we need. We need cheese. Okay, so cut that off. Put that on there. Okay, so we're going to make our base. Well, we've done our base, but we're going to paint our base. Right, so pop on your barbecue sauce. Okay, so there's that done. Okay, now you can do it however way you like it. I like to put my cheese on first. Put the cheese on. Now the reason why I didn't tell you how much cheese to use is because it's up to you. I like lots of cheese, but somebody else might like just a little bit of cheese. So it's all up to you. It's your pizza, you make it how you like it. Okay, so we're going to put our mushrooms on. Okay, so I'm going to leave some mushrooms behind just for the moment. And I'm going to get some chicken. Now this is lemon chicken, but you can use whatever you want. You can use plain chicken. I possibly wouldn't say like a tikka chicken, that might not work so well, but for something like this is quite nice. It's quite Mediterranean kind of thing, even though we're going for a barbecue pizza. Okay, make sure you get a good amount on it, don't be stingy. You want some nice amount on your pizza. Okay. Okay, so that's that done. Get some bacon. And throw that over the top. Okay, and then whatever mushrooms you've got left, just add them on. Okay, now I don't put too much salt on my pizza, only because if I put bacon or something like that on it, I tend to not bother, but pepper I do put on. Good amount of pepper. Some lovely parsley. Okay, so we want to be nice to our basil. To get a bit squashed though, I've got this delivered and I've got a bit squashed, so put some basil on. So you don't need all the basil, but it's nice to have that choice anyway. I think Gary's looking at the pizza with hungry eyes. Well, say hello to our cameraman, Gary. Hello. I feel a lot better actually, my voice is better. There was no way I could have done a video last week. It was completely and utterly gone. There was no cooking with Yanni, no voice of Yanni. Okay, a bit more pepper. I might just put a tiny bit of salt on just to help it a little bit. Okay, and then we're going to get our oven glovies. Okay, so I've kept our thing in here for the pizza. The reason why is just because you want to keep it hot. Hot, hot, hot. Okay, watch your fingers. Okay, so we're putting this in for about 12 minutes or until it's gone goldeny brown on the top. Alright, see you in a bit, my coquettes. Okay, so my pizza took an extra 5 minutes on top, just to make sure it was brown on the edges. But da 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 da. There you go, an imitation of a stone-baked pizza. Right, so I'm going to pop this on here. I'm going to pop that on there. Go back in there. And there you go, my coquettes. There is your homemade pizza. Well, thank you very much for watching, my coquettes. We really do appreciate it. So please like, please share. And if you're on our YouTube page, please like the page. All right, thank you very much. Bye for now.